Xin chào các bạn, cảm ơn các bạn đã đến với Genshin Impact và channel của mình. Hôm nay chúng ta đến với nhiệm vụ truyền thuyết.
Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi. Đừng quên đăng ký kênh để ủng hộ mình có thêm động lực upload nhiều video hơn nữa nha. Mọi vấn đề vi phạm chính sách, nguyên tắc cộng đồng, luật bản quyền xin liên hệ trực tiếp với chúng tôi qua email để dưới đường link mô tả.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate.
Indeed, as ever. I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this...
Rift Hounds?
Yes. We are not sure what the sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to Ina. Good. Then you can see that...
Is the Tenryu Commission?
Yes. And they are already taking act. Their main priority is to protect the Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission. You have our deepest gratitude. I will mark on your map the areas where...
Relax. The sacred Sakura is in danger again, huh? Keeping the sacred Sakura safe was Kazari's greatest wish, and now these mangy mutts are trying to destroy it! Time to teach him a lesson! They're attacking the sacred Sakura! Stop them!
Stabilize! Load it this! This is order! Burst forth! Witness my great undertaking!
Everybody stand back!
Order guide you!
Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryu Commission needed help! Come on, Traveler, you can take them!
Torn to oblivion!
Shogun? Wait, no!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryu Commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you. You sure made short work of them! That was amazing!
I'm making early preparations. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world... Since then, every time I encounter an...
Makes sense. You must get super bored being...
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse... Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane... I considered this matter worthy of my attention. So I pursued them, and they led me here. If the Shogun, rather than I, were to discover them...
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the But Rift Hounds attacking the sacred Sakura.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and the monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their... So you've heard... That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. But an excess of caution is...
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, from the traces they've left in the surrounding area...
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace. Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters... This color! It's similar similar to the color when the sacred sakura takes damage.
Time to go.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? Could they be dead people? Why would they...
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other...
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath. You don't know? Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. Every last trace of humanity's
But look!
Not right now, but they'll be back. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to... I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our...
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... the Shogun? You're back! Please, we beg you. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible dark...
Calm down. The war you speak...
Over. But...
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. There are no monsters.
What? But how? Just moments ago, I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down!
I think I understand. Almighty... Yes, we were right to place our trust. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what...
If I am not mistaken, what we just... The sacred Sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. An entity formed with strong filth. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly.
So the memories of the ones that died are...
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was Yes. Inazuma was facing many... The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. But my friend, Kitsune Saigu, I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it...
So... Inazuma was attacked...
Indeed. Countless monsters. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated.
Hey?
Yes. For the long... All my martial might was in vain. But... After my clash with you, when I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse. Moving forward inevitably invites... Just think of that soldier. Despite all the loss, all those who sacrificed themselves back then, gave their lives fighting as Inazuma's god. It is high time I honor warriors of the past, who spilled your blood. I will never forget you.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Come on. Let's keep...
Time to go.
As expected, there are a load of rift hounds here too!
Leave them to me. you shall perish! There is no escape! Torn to oblivion!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish.
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my... Although I have some understanding of the situation already, I must be prepared for anything. If there are more...
Makes sense. Spoken like a seasoned show. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely... Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were
Fighting a battle in a distant land?
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his...
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do? Yeah.
I see. So most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. And now the Almighty Shogun is here. Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly... People flee out of a desire to live on. But me, I have no such thought. The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about just listening to her stories. One thing she always says is, good thing. So you see, as bleak as things may be now,
Perhaps.
it won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the Almighty Shogun for the last. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone said once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring. Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at the Almighty Shogun comes to visit. One moment, I'll just... I hope the others didn't...
Can't see a teaspoon.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness, I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No.
This place is... complicated. Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay. I can't decide whether it's a final regret.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most...
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
It's the Traveler! And the Almighty Shogun! How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Committee.
Oh, sure. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, Almighty Shogun. Oh,
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato.
no. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the Almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality.
You and Makoto had pretty
Indeed we did. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world, they are similar. But not when you came charging into the plane. Now, it's...
Wow.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. And ambition is a yearning for something. Makoto was more concerned with the...
That's...
To put it simply, Makoto was... I didn't understand at the time. I suppose what it comes down to, yes, it does. But in the last analysis, Makoto...
Do you feel you're starting to understand?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity, but now...
Almighty Shogun! I found a tea set.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant...
It's all good, sir.
Let us return. We ought not...
Hey, where'd he go? He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself.
Or perhaps...
So we didn't even have a chance.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and... Well, this chance won't come up. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. The tea is ready. Please give it a try. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. But the thing... I've been reminded of many people, too. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune...
She died in that disaster, too?
Yes. She went to Conria alone. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen but this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto... Yes. It was too... She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she... It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity.
That's quite...
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence... In the end, I simply had to accept with the help of the sacred sakuras.
This is all really hard to understand.
Yes. I once told myself that I would never spot even the tea that is most bitter, and it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced...
Brother? You mean to say that he was somehow...
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems...
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing, and also... my mind, so... I'm...
Oh, well, boy. Both of you are...
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the tea. Thank you, Destiny.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this...
to go.
My apologies. Yeah.
Time to go.
Once again.
Hey.
Illusion shattered! Shine down! Illusion shattered!
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apology.
Don't worry about it. Just we'll deal with the monster. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency? We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, man. They're coming back for—
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger—
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation—
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have— If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for—
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now, just the sight of you appearing before us once more has This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Birds come!
I'm a rock! Embrace the ice!
The wind knows.
Witness the power! Shake it and stir! Yeah! Whirling snow!
it seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so—
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they do, it'll be more— Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the generals—
When everyone sees the Almighty Shogun safely
Well, what are you—
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any—
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we— But the Almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we—
Thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth,
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long with you leading us. We will claim back everything that he...
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
it was both. The people's sacrifice has all the result being that in the you could take the view that whatever, but even so, they are due a resolution.
Well, Paimon thinks that he...
Thank you for your comforting words. I used to think just like that samurai. But what Inazuma needs more than a war, even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to... Yes, they are. As the Raiden Shogun they revere.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon...
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities, no matter how long it takes. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up.
Alrighty then, let's move on. He looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets she seems to have changed a lot since... Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up! What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
My body... It looks like... the situation... No need. I need to go to the cave.
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. One where I shall... We're finally here.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. It looks like she will no longer allow me to...
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
Follow me.
Where are we going? Paimon's dizzy. Whoa. This place... Look! Look over there! It's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rule. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that... the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe you're... But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you... I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors. And the dialogue...
Wait. Are you,
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body, as she indicates. Once I started entertaining the idea of change, but inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and Hei's showdown with the Shogun?
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my power. I would not try to change her if it wasn't...
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both...
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It inherits A's pain. The pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. Every action undertaken is for the sake of determination, courage, love. Only rules shall remain. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Write an A! In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Pathetic. Absurd! Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape! Absurd! The Kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Your verdict is decided. This world, a fleeting shadow. Weak, pathetic. Weak, pathetic. Be gone! Your verdict is decided. Torn to oblivion! The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. Stillness transcending. Shine down. Now you shall perish. We gone. I shall not fall here!
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
In this realm of consciousness, she was built to resist erosion.
Then, does that mean this is gonna...
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last. Months, years, centuries. And no matter how many... 500 years ago, humanity proved theirs. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge It is about time that I learned to trust them. I understand that. I fight for the everlasting future of I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that during my absence, I place
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? She was making sense, and maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, A can be... What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. Yeah, we should help her out. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, help her win the fight? Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to... Oh, but we also can't get in. Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now. Okay. Oh, you're right. Paimon nearly forgot. Who knows if she really understands these
Someone's not in the best of mood. I hope you realize how lucky you are.
But you're only...
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened.
Oh, okay, I see. So, impossibly stubborn. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Rushed into it without thinking. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some...
Is she playing dumb?
Uh-huh. You're learning, little one. But all I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sak.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer a...
Not just because of that. The nature of the space it's... Anyway, we needn't worry about the details. First things first. Follow me. Now then, I always have to the outsider, the realm of in other words, even though I can...
So, it's abstract.
Yes, no need to try and understand. Everything is turbulent and disordered. This is precisely why when entering the plane...
What? Alright, well, Paimon.
Suit yourself. Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. I say... Oh, nothing. It just seems... By the way, remember to focus constantly. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Get to work. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Okay, you have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And this is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity over countless battles. Not once have you lost. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, for your firm commitment to enforcing the rule, you bring honor to the title of. Now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of the nations. Energy they conceived, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they united, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. Yet, you have endured. I will endure forever. Witness the final calamity. Shine down. Inferior. There is no escape. Perish. Inferior! Transcend all constraints. Shine down! This is... I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to You need not worry about the future. And I know your power more than anyone else. Yet, my reason for fighting, and whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Musoishi. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, this power is beyond the limits of This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond... When I clasped Muso, it was at once a familiar feeling. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. From this day forth, I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. You truly have changed. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight. It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power... a convoluted way to reach you, but... well... You held such deep... There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. But... Everything happened so suddenly. I've always felt terrible for having to I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time.
Did you know what was about to happen in Conria?
I had some sense of it. That place... was not... In my present form... I can no longer perceive time, but I know that this must have been... And don't look down on me. See? It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Here, take it.
before my life, but it is you who must take the most
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom, she who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and no matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is a concept intimately connected with time.
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has...
I don't fully understand yet.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was...
Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have...
I know you've always perceived there was something special. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and...
No. But I understand why...
But don't you think that tree looked a...
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine.
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling...
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the... And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm. Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to... At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts. But suffice to say, time added a whole new Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the flow of turbulence may well have been in...
Does that mean... It wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were...
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the... My first thought was... Has a great... But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You too have my thanks.
A, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fight...
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I would... After all... You saw Makoto in there.
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, I have to say. This has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did again! That's amazing!
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally... Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Oh, come on. You...
Makoto said the exact...
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of shogun? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. After that, I will...
Really? That's huge!
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking forward to it.